My name is Alex Kotsyk. I'm from Ukraine. I know I look like Zelensky. From Bulgaria. Yeah. But I live in Canada for 15 years, so don't worry, I'm not gonna ask for your money. It's okay. I know. Touchy subject. I also watched the meeting, yes, and I actually was very happy that Trump finally got to see a little bit of the Ukrainian rare earth minerals, you know, the Zelensky balls. Thank you. No, but I moved to Canada 15 years ago, and you know what? Not my first choice. Not my first choice. I wanted to go to America. Be honest with you, Prague. I wanted to go to America, but for some reason they didn't speak corruption. So I had to go to Canada. And you know what? When I moved there, I loved it. I immediately have fallen in love, and I felt like, you know, deep inside I want to stay in this country, and I want to do everything in my power to be Canadian. So I started smoking weed. Okay, a lot of people been in Canada. And I went on unemployment. Yeah, I know. But that was not enough. I also had a friend. His name was Jamal. Yes, he was black. I have a lot of black friends, guys. Not now. Very curious gentleman in the front. And my friend Jamal, he was very popular with Canadians. And I was like, Jamal, tell me your secret. I need to know. And he goes, well, if you ever want to do something with a Canadian, doesn't matter, guy or girl, you got to play Twister. You guys know what a Twister is? Yeah. For those people who are from Eastern Europe like me, Twister is like a game. You have cubes and the numbers, and there's like colors on the mat. There's like a green color, red color, blue color, yellow color. And in my head, I was like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. We roll the mat. If it's green, you know, we do the thing. Makes sense, right? If it's red on her side, that means blue. On my boss, if it's it's yellow, it's golden. I don't need to finish that. We're in Prague. So, you know, I went on a date, and, you know, we're already making out, and, you know, she was Canadian. She was a little bit bigger girl. Don't judge me, okay? I like what I like, you know. So she was a little bit bigger, and I was like, hey, ready for some fun? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, Twister. She looks at me like I'm an idiot, and I'm like, well, it's your tradition. You're Canadian. You start. And she's like, no, well, start what? So I was like, okay, I'm a man. You know, I'm a strong Ukrainian. Well, not really strong, but so I was like, okay. I start playing. I go, okay. So I make a position. You make a position. I fall. You fall on me. And she goes, no. Remember, she was a little bit bigger. She goes, if you fall, I fall on you. I call 911. So the thing with the Twister, it didn't really work out. And I called my friend Jamal. I was like, hey, man. And I forgot to tell you, but his Twister was really big. Some people got that. Not going to explain for the rest. Let it be a surprise. So I go, hey, man, listen, I don't think it's working. He goes, hey, don't worry about it. Come over. And I came over, and I see him and his friends, and they're playing Twister. I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to be Canadian yet. But you know what? I did want to get a Canadian passport, and I moved to Regina, Saskatchewan. Silence. Except one man. He probably knows. For those of you who never heard of Regina, Saskatchewan, think about it as Bulgaria. Okay? I moved there, and I was like, okay, I'm going to marry a nice Canadian girl. And I found one, and I was lying to her so much. Oh, my God. And then turns out her hobby was curling. You guys know what a curling is? Yeah. See, I didn't know. But turns out that was my second favorite game. You guys know that thing with the broom, right? Yeah, every time I would come and I would watch her play it, and I was like, I enjoyed it so much. It's like, your instincts are so right. It's just the place. It should be. No, she didn't like that joke. She didn't like. We broke up. We broke up. We broke up. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, but you know what? It turns out her dad was gay. And he was like, "Hey, Alex, how bad do you want to stay in Canada?" I was like, "Sir, I really want to stay in Canada, but I'd rather go to Bulgaria." Yeah, no, I love Canada because you know what? There was a lot of opportunities. My first job in Canada was driving exotic dancers. I don't have to explain to anybody in Prague what exotic dancers are, right? In case they're foreigners, exotic dancers are strippers. Strippers, okay? And one of the first jobs was far, far away, far, far away in the woods. It was 3 girls. It was a black, very strong girl. It was a dominatrix. Silence. Okay, let's pretend we don't know what it is. That's fine. It's a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon. All right, guys. Dominatrix is a woman that controls a man. Okay, so just normal, check, woman. And it was a white girl, drug addicted, and by the time we got there, the drug addicted girl, she was snoring, she was drinking, and she couldn't dance, and there was like 15 very strong rednecks, and they got really mad because they paid for 3 girls and only 2 are dancing, and hey, we paid for 3 people, and I'm the guy from Chernivtsi, Ukraine. I was like, I don't know how to explain them. They're gonna get a refund, so I go, well, no problem. 3 people, 3 people. You can leave your head on. I'm starting to dance. And one of the rednecks, he's like, no, we don't want you to dance. We want our money back. I got really scared. I was like, I should have listened to my mom. I should have stayed in Chernivtsi, Ukraine. But the bigger redneck stopped him and said, no, let him dance. He looks like my sister, because, they like that. Guys, my name is Alex Kotsyk. Thank you so much.